have 15 minutes.
Okay, thank you very much for the moderator. Thank you to Professor Dr. Ander Kutbu, Najmuddin Erbakan University. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
It is an honor for me to join this session as part of the International Conference for Sustainability City. The point that I would like to present here is about the condition right here, eastern part of Indonesia. My exploration was some province, a couple provinces in Papua Island. It is Papua and West Papua. At the same time, during the pandemic, I am residing in the city, in Makassar city. So, some presentation will highlight the condition in Makassar in South Sulawesi. The title is Online Learning During Pandemic COVID-19, the portrait of Eastern Indonesia. I will forward the full paper of the presentation to the committee after the presentation. During this presentation, I would like only to highlight by the oral presentations since it is in the early findings of research. The first one, I would like to see how the pandemic situation in Indonesia, we cannot say ready or not ready, but at the same time, because since the December last year and going to January and February, and the first case announced by the President of Republic of Indonesia, His Excellency Joko Widodo, it was on 2 of March, and then suddenly all of the situation changed because we prepared the face-to-face class, and after 2 of March, the situation changed, and then everyone should change from face-to-face meeting to online meeting or virtual class. And then on my own experience, I already started with 3 face-to-face classroom, but after the 3 meetings, I should change to virtual class. The second one, actually, the problem for virtual class in Indonesia, it was already introduced a long time ago. The problem because online learning, it was introduced through offline learning. So it will be another problem to introduce this one because of this situation. So the best one to try that how if we would like to have the online learning. So the situation that we can come up with, it is the best way. It is the online learning itself, and then the pandemic, COVID-19, give us this situation, and then there's no lot of choices to have in our hand. And then it is the good point that the pandemic situation extend and empower how the online learning itself. And then through our colleague from the panel, we can learn how the situation in Turkey, and my presentation has to share about the Indonesian situation. And somehow we can see the situation right here in Indonesia. Still, for the next semester, the ministry already announced that during the next semester, actually it is a need to have the approval from agencies of agencies of the ministry. For example, that they should come up with the permission from the local government. Even though that right now we still in the pandemic, but there is a couple or dozen, adjustment how the situation it could be going out. And the one condition that I'm afraid of that because we cannot see the discipline of the people, how they can solve the problem. Let's say two institution, Islamic institution in Indonesia, they are having the big problem because after this is a boarding school, because after the opening the school, the problem is they cannot have the good condition because they have the facilitation. So the highlight of the presentation actually how it's about the if we could go for 4.0 in Indonesia situation, the problem is the 2.0 and the 3.0. How the electricity, how the situation, how the let's say the internet connection, it's the problem. So this is actually the early situation in the last semester. And right now, when the semester already going for the second semester during the pandemic, the problem is how the instructor, teacher, lecturers going for this situations because somehow we can see there are questions. Is the virtual class is effective or not, and how we could open the market, open the malls, open the parliament, but we could not open the school. This is the situation, and the debate is of extensions, offer and offer, and I would say that this is not the productive one. If we can say that only the debate, but there is no a way or any time for discussing the situation to be solved. The problem, the parents, even that the next semester, the Ministry of Education appoints that there should be another permission from the parents if the school will be open, and this is one of the requirements. But the problem right now, voices from the parents that they are already bored, bored in the room or in the home, and then they need to go out. So actually the problem is coming for the complexity right now, because not only the pandemic situation itself, but the same problem here is going out is we could see a lot of voices, and they have their own problem, they have their own cases. Another one, actually, last night I met one of the director of the hospital. This hospital is the big one, the biggest in eastern part of Indonesia, and he told me that the pandemic is still in. We are in the middle of the pandemic. So how we could be, we are not aware of this situation. If we could open the school, if we could open malls and a lot of things, but do we already prepare for those situations? This is the recent discussion right now. Even that somehow politician approved to have the elections the next 9 of December, but some the component of the society already claim that it is not productive to have the election for the next 9 of December, and we are still in the pandemic. And then this kind of situations, if in the capital city of Indonesia, Jakarta, they still have the rise number of the people sent out to the hospital, and then the rate of the hospital to be occupied is going rise. So the problem right now that there is no communication between one agency to another agency, and then the society could not get the full information of these situations. And the second one, there's change by time to time, not only by, for example, the first one we call it social distancing, but right now they call it physical distancing, and how the change of the situation before it is the virtual class or online class, it could not be another one with a lot of restriction, but right now it is the compulsory one to join this one. The last part of my presentation today, that I would like to say that there is a kind of debate, not only in the mass media, but it is in the social media. So this is not forced to have the right situation, but it gives the situation worse. The second one, not everyone understand that actually this is how to say, this is the existence of the pandemic, because some voices of them, they still say this is a conspiration, this is another point from another point from another country, namely China, for example, because we started recognize that this is the situation of Wuhan. So I would like to say that the education actually going effectively, not only about online or not online, but the problem is how to teacher improvement itself. The second one, the facilities right here, eastern part of Indonesia, would not say it is enough, but there is improvement from last semester to this semester. I'd like to say, for my experience, that actually the last semester, my situation that I could not operate all the things, but right now I can understand better than last semester. I try to have the YouTube channel to help me for the teaching and learning. So even that I already state that the situation already coming worse, but there is another good news that we can have. The teacher, lecturers, instructor already come up with the situation that they can learn, or they can operate the tools, and then the tools of the situations coming better. We could say that there is no complain anymore right now how to point about the situation. Last things, in 2 minutes, I would like to say that actually this is the ongoing process of research. So it is a good opportunity in the near future if we could have the collaborative research between Indonesia and Turkey, because we could see right now how the Turkey situation, they already opened the hospitality, tourism right now, and they already prepare the hospital for everyone to be accessed. And then this is actually the situation that we can learn from the Turkey situation, and then it might be can benefit for the two countries since that Indonesia and Turkey have the same major population of Islam or Muslim society. So people-to-people contact right now coming better between Indonesia and Turkey, and it might be another opportunity during the pandemic that we can learn each other and how the education in Turkey still could be managed compared to the Indonesian situation. Thank you very much for moderator. Thank you very much to Prof. Onber Putu that could invite me and I could join for this panel as a part of the international conference that already come up. Thank you very much. I'd like to hand over the mic to moderator.
Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Wekke.